Hello there, I'm Cameron Gill, and today we are going to learn how to perform the reverse Nordic curl. The reverse Nordic curl is a bodyweight knee extension exercise that allows all four heads of the quadriceps to be developed in any environment. In contrast to the monoarticular vastus medialis, vastus intermedius, and vastus lateralis, which only cross the knee joint and exclusively function as knee extensors, the biarticular rectus femoris crosses both the hip and knee joints and functions as both a hip flexor and knee extensor. Consequently, the monoarticular vasti muscles can be effectively trained during compound movements where knee extension and hip extension occur simultaneously, such as squat and lunge variations. In contrast, the rectus femoris is not effectively trained during these compound exercises, but can be effectively trained during a knee extension exercise where hip extension is not simultaneously occurring, such as with a seated leg extension. While you may not have a seated leg extension machine at home, you can perform reverse Nordic curls to effectively train all four heads of the quadriceps. To begin this movement, you squeeze the glutes to keep the hips extended, and you brace the core, and then you lean back by flexing at the knee joint. Here is a demonstration. When performing this movement, I recommend to have a padded surface underneath your knees to have a comfortable environment to train in. Due to the strength curve of this exercise, the intensity can be progressed or regressed by altering the range of motion that occurs at the knee joint. The most challenging portion of the range of motion is when your upper back is closest to the ground, and the easiest portion of the movement is when you are closest to an upright trunk position. Naturally, if an individual is not particularly experienced with this movement, they can perform a partial range of motion and progress over time by increasing the range of motion until their upper back contacts the ground. Therefore, rather than increasing external load, progression can occur from increasing range of motion. Alternatively, progression and/or regression can occur by altering the angle of the hip joint. As the hip joint is placed into a more flexed position, the intensity of the exercise regresses, similar to when performing a partial range of motion. Therefore, an individual can progress over time by working towards a more fully extended hip position. The intensity of this exercise can be modified by selecting one of those two variables. Once a moderately high number of reps can be performed with a full range of motion reverse Nordic curl, where the hips are fully extended, the intensity can be further progressed in one of two ways. The first way could be where an individual holds a load to the chest. Alternatively, no load is required if the arms are shifted overhead by flexing at the shoulder joint. This modification shifts the center of mass of the body further away from the knee joint's axis of rotation, therefore increasing knee extensor torque demands. In summary, the reverse Nordic curl is a valuable knee extension exercise that I highly recommend including in your training program, especially when training at home. Whether your goals are to better develop a pair of aesthetic quads or to enhance your knee extension strength, the reverse Nordic curl is a useful tool to help you achieve your goals.